You're thinking about the hearing tomorrow, aren't you?
Yep, sure was.
Are you nervous?
No. I just want it to be over, that's all. I just want Ross to nail this guy once and for all.
I feel sorry for Beth. Having to get on a stand and relive everything that's happened to her, it must be dreadful.
Yeah, well, I wish there were some way around it, but I think it's the only way.
How does she feel about having to testify?
Well, she's not looking forward to it, but she knows it's the only way we can be sure that he gets what's coming to him.
Beth is probably very strong underneath that quiet exterior.
Oh, yes, very. It hasn't been easy to do all this, and I'm real proud of her.
She's a remarkable young lady.
Yep.
You're pretty remarkable yourself, you know, to stand by her through all of this.
No. I love her. I'd do anything for her.
Hello there.
Hey, Dad. I thought you were at the office.
Well, I thought I'd come home and have lunch with my family today.
Sorry to disappoint you, Dad, but I'm not going to be able to stick around for lunch.
Oh, why?
Got to go over to Beth and talk to Beth and her mother about the wedding.
Which reminds me, I have to find a designer if I'm going to have a dress to wear to the big event.
I'm very happy that you're going to be here for this.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
And tell me, has a date been set yet for the hearing?
No, Ross is still working on that.
And Ross is going to represent Beth?
Yep. In private cooperation with the DA's office and also with the assistance of Mike.
Well, you must let me know if there's anything I can do to help, son.
No, that's okay, Dad. You've done enough, thanks. And I had better get a move on because I said I would be there in half an hour. I'll see you all later.
Goodbye.
Such a fine young man.
Yes, he is.
You must be looking forward to the wedding.
If I had my way, the wedding would never take place. Philip is too young to tie himself down.
But you heard him yourself, Alan. He loves Beth very much.
You and I both know how easily love comes at that age.
Perhaps, but Philip is a very level-headed young man.
Beth Raines is all wrong for Philip. It's that simple.
Do you really think so?
Look at the family she comes from.
Listen to yourself, Alan. You sound just like Daddy.
He was right most of the time.
Don't make the same mistake Father made with me, Alan. Don't try to come between your child and the one he loves. He'll only end up hating you. You could lose him. Perhaps for the rest of his life.
I won't lose him, Alex. I won't let that happen.
Of course you won't. Well, shall we go into lunch?
Yes.
Okay, dural scalpel. We're right over the acute hematoma now.
Self-containing retractor.
Let's go, let's go. Okay. There it is. Damn it.
What is it, Dr. Bauer?
It's fibrinous.
We'll have to turn a flap.
Let's just hope we can turn it without the usual complications. Before we can drill any more holes, I'm going to have to extend the flap, so get ready with the rainy clips and the hemostat. Scalpel.
Scalpel.
What about Philip, Mindy?
What about him?
Don't you think that you owe it to him to tell him before you do anything?
No. I don't want him to find out. Not ever.
It's his baby too, Mindy.
No.
Have you tried talking to your father about this yet?
Daddy wouldn't understand.
Mindy, maybe he would understand.
Do you know what my daddy would do if he found out? He'd kill Philip. You're the only one who will ever know about this. And when I leave here, I want to forget this ever happened.
You won't forget, Mindy.
I will.
You won't.
Because it's a mistake, and people always forget their mistakes.
Mindy, that mistake could be a little boy or a beautiful little girl.
Stop it, Rick.
It, Mindy, may grow up to look just like you.
Stop it! I don't want to hear anymore. Are you ready yet?
No, Mindy, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yes. You don't have to wait for me, Rick. I'll Okay.
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.
How you doing? As well as can be expected, I guess.
While we're waiting, I need to get a medical history on you. Do you have any allergies to drugs? Penicillin, tetracycline?
Not that I know of.
Is there any history of heart disease in your family?
No.
It's a baby, Mindy.
What childhood diseases have you had?
You're talking about what will be a living human being.
No.
I beg your pardon?
That mistake could be a little boy or a beautiful little girl.
Rick, please.
Miss Lewis.
We're talking about a baby. A baby.
Stop it! Stop it!
Miss Lewis, are you all right?
Why did this have to happen to me? What are you thinking about, Mom?
Oh, I was just remembering the first time I brought Tony here to Cedars. I think he must have been about 8 years old. He was pushed down by some bully at recess.
I remember that. He got a bad cut over his left eye, right?
Yeah, right there. He still has the scar. I remember the nurse told me to bring him right over because he needed stitches. All the way over, he didn't say a word. He didn't cry, and he didn't complain.
Yeah, he was always like that.
Oh, yeah. He tried so hard not to show anything. And when it was all over, they asked him if he wanted to see. So he looked in the mirror, and they said, well, what do you think?
What do you say?
He didn't say anything at first, and then he just said, thanks, Doc, it looks real tough. And then he sort of hopped off the table and swaggered out of the room. Oh, I wanted to run after him and hug him. He was so brave.
It's a good thing he didn't do that. Imagine what he would have done.
Oh, he would have hated it.
Yeah.
Would have been so embarrassed. Oh, he was so tough. Didn't even shed a tear. I was so proud of him.
I didn't mean to hurt him, Mrs. Reardon. I swear I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Okay, we're going to fold back the dural flap now. Dr. Darnell, retract the dura. Okay. Good. All right, you can see the whole hematoma now. Let's get it the hell out of there as fast as we can.
Dr. Barrow, there's swelling.
I can see it. We're having trouble with cerebral edema here.
Oh, I need 20% solution of mannitol.
Give him 10 more milligrams of Decadron IV. We got to get that swelling under control.
We're in trouble, Dr. Bauer.
Got to lower the blood pressure stat, or we'll lose him. Are the IVs working properly?
They're working, Doctor.
How's that blood pressure doing?
Beginning to come down, Doctor. The swelling seems to be decreasing.
Okay, I think we're going to be all right.
Lowering his blood pressure seems to do the trick.
As soon as that swelling goes down, we'll get the clot out of there before it causes any more trouble.
You go. Sure. Oh, that's probably Philip. I'll get it.
Hello there.
Hi.
What's that? Nothing wrong.
I just wanted to talk to you a few minutes, and I didn't want Mama to hear.
Why? What about?
Well, she's all worked up about being a witness. She feels that she's going to fall apart the minute she gets on the stand.
Oh, she's not going to do that.
I don't know. I'm thinking about asking Ross not to call her as a witness.
I wish I could say something to make you relax.
Mike, don't you understand? I am partly to blame for all of this.
That's simply not true.
Yes, it is. Bradley was hurting my little girl, and I did nothing to stop him.
Lillian.
What if his lawyer? What if he brings that out during cross-examination?
Well, you didn't know anything about it.
But don't you see? I should have known. What if the judge realizes that? Mike, he'll think I'm an unfit mother. Then he'll think I'm an unfit witness, and I'll do more harm than I would good.
That's not true. He's going to see that you are as much of a victim as she is. And what's more important, he's going to see how supportive you are now. Beth needs you at this hearing. And don't back out on her now.
Hey. Standing there freezing. Look. Your mom's got to testify, okay? Ross really needs her.
I know. But I don't think I could put her through that.
Beth, it's going to be tough. You knew it was going to be hard when we started, but you've got to do it. It's something that's going to be worth it in the end.
Will it?
Yes. What you're doing right now is going to put Bradley away where he can never hurt anybody else again.
I know what you're saying is right. But when I see my mama suffering, I just can't let her go through with it.
Doing out here in the beat a bitter cold. You spending the winter out here?
Hi,
Look,
Mrs.
you know, we just had lunch, but I'd be happy to make you some.
No, that's okay. I've already eaten. Thank you.
Well, could I fix you a cup of coffee or something?
Maybe later. Thanks.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Mike. How you doing? We were just...
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I was just going to say we were just talking about the hearing.
Yeah, so are we.
Mama, I know you're worried.
No, honey, I was worried, but Mike has convinced me that it's all going to be all right if I just stay calm.
But if you don't want to testify, I'll understand.
No, I do. You need me, and I need you. And we're going to make a great team.
All right.
Now, what I would like to do is not talk about this hearing anymore.
Me either.
Maybe we could talk about a certain wedding that's coming up soon.
Now, that sounds like a heck of an idea to me.